Hi everyone. Hi. We're just waiting for people to join. Yeah, this is I guess while we'll wait for people to join, I can well, I was gonna just copy and paste the page so I can. Hi movie review. Hi Lex19. Hi. I just tweet out that we are live. So I moved to an apartment in Manchester. Um, my accent is doing something right now. If you guys don't know, I'm autistic. And I have a strange form of autism where I'm just rambling to create time here, by the way, but I want you in on something. I have a form of autism where basically it can go unnoticed. Like, I have friends that were surprised when they found out I was autistic, and they are autistic themselves. For the most part, it can go unnoticed. It's just the way my mind or my brain processes language. It's a bit different to other types of autism. And I have a tendency to imitate accents without realizing it, which is fascinating. Okay, let's log out of Twitter and log back in. This is taking a bit longer than I wanted it to, but you know what? It's all part of the journey. Let's see if anyone's asking questions while I make this post. You're in Manchester. We miss Snot Girl. What happened to your iconic wallpaper? I'm very curious. It's still in my old home. It's still there. It's still there. My room back home is still my room. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it was not wallpaper. It was comics that it was about 200 comics specifically that I ripped up and just stuck on the wall with blue tack. I don't remember my Twitter password. There we go. Okay, I should be getting a text. There we go. But yeah, so it sounds like a waste of comics. There were comics that I didn't read, or duplicates that I had. So yeah, I never, because, so here's the thing, with what I do for work, I get sent a lot of comic books, like a lot. Some comic shops like to send me comic books. I get a lot as PR. If I get, and I like always make the people that are sending me something aware that if they send me something, there's no guarantee I'll talk about it. There's just no guarantee. There's just no guarantee. Because I don't always want to talk about that. I'm only going to talk about things that I want to talk about. So I just had a lot of comics laying around, and most of it was like duplicates of Young Justice, because I've had so many people. I love Young Justice. I don't need 7 copies of the same issues. It got to the point, and like a lot of the time, they won't tell me. This is why I closed my PO box, because every time I'd go there, it would just be filled with stuff I already had. The most ominous thing I got in my PO box, by the way, someone sent me a Google Pixel 3a. No label of who it's from. No, nothing. There was just a Google Pixel 3a in my PO box. I posted everywhere. If you sent me that Google Pixel 3a, please let me know so I can thank you. Yeah, and I have a Pixel just sat over there. The only thing I use it is for NFC reading and writing. How is life treating you? Are you doing good? Life's good. It's been a bit odd because I moved yesterday, obviously. It's been a bit of an odd one, but other than that, I'm okay. I'm okay. I think it's going to be a hard transition for a little while. Number one, I don't have a computer desk at the moment. You're on a coffee table. Yeah, I don't have a computer desk, which means I can't really edit because I can't use my desktop. Yeah. Every time I think of stuff like PO boxes, I think the time Trixie tweeted that she wanted Oreos and they turned up at her doorstep with no note. Yeah, that's why I'm really private about where I live. And thankfully, where I live now, it's double gated. So not only is it like a gated community, I guess, I don't know. It's a gated area of Manchester. And then the actual complex itself is gated as well. So it's really quite secure where I'm living right now. And I'm quite happy about that. Because I never spoke about this because I believe that you don't want to be known for the worst thing that ever happened to you. But people about a year ago actually turned up at my house asking for me, saying that they found me from YouTube. They were kids. They were like, I say kids, they were like easily about 20, which, you know, doesn't make us that different in age, to be fair. But yeah, they turned up asking for me, and it turned out they only lived about 2 or 3 towns over. But thankfully, my parents just told them that I didn't live there. I had the wrong address. If you kids are watching this, you had the right address. Don't turn up at my house. Why are people like this? Yeah. No apartment for yourself. Congrats, Vals. You don't know me, but I'm a fan of from YouTube and Twitter since you do news videos. Oh, thank you, Milk Babe. Thank you. I haven't thought about my comic book news videos in a long time. I'm still like trying to get things set up in my apartment. My flatmates are out at the moment. There's a few of them I'm living with, which is why I'm doing this stream. They went out to get food. I wanted to stay in. Because I've already been out today, to be fair. But this is not an attractive angle. I have to like sit like this to make it attractive, but even then that makes my nose look like a fucking beak. I recently watched your history of Wiccan Redux and you said you really want to act as Wiccan. That's still true. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd really like to play him in the MCU. I still, to this day, fun fact, the only character I've ever played that's older than a teenager is Lucius Malfoy in Sisters of House Black. And even then, I played him in one part where he was a teenager and another part where he was in his like early 20s. But I've never played a character that wasn't in school. All of my characters are in some way in school or of schooling age. My most successful film I've ever done, which I cannot find a copy of, was this David Bowie biopic that did a few festivals, I think in 2018. And it did really well, got really good reviews, and then it just fucking dropped off the face of the earth. I wish I was able to get a hold of a copy of that. It was quite, I don't know, people will tell me a lot that I look like Bowie. I do not see it, but I get it a lot. And yeah, it was nice to sort of play that character and sort of look into him a little bit, because I'm not the biggest Bowie fan. I'm really not. It was nice to look into it. It was nice to look into his life and see the type of person he was. And while I'm not a fan of his music, I am a fan of him as a human, or what as he was a human. Does he still count as a human? Do you count as a human if you're dead? Let me know. Have I played / beaten Persona 5 Royal? I have done the first 2 dungeons, but I haven't got further than that because I've been moving. Which comics would you recommend featuring Poison Ivy? I read a couple, but I would like to read more. Obviously, like the Harley Quinn comics are pretty good for her. It depends what you want from Poison Ivy, because I think what a lot of the fans' perception of what they want from Poison Ivy is very different to what Poison Ivy is. Because at the end of the day, like people, the popular consciousness perception of Poison Ivy right now is that she is this do-good, care about the environment goddess kind of character. She's like a motherly figure almost, but like a sexy motherly figure. And that's honestly not her. That is, she's an eco-terrorist. And if she believes that you would be even a danger to the environment, which by being a human, in her eyes, you inherently are, you deserve to die. She is willing to kill you to further her own goals. Harley Quinn is a rare exception to this feeling. She is not the rule. And she is only this rare exception due to how she came into Poison Ivy's life. So chances are Poison Ivy would not like you. Directly you, the person that's watching this. She would not like you. And so it's kind of interesting in the way that like the popular consciousness of her is now is so different to what she actually is. But obviously, like I said, the Harley Quinn comics, Batman comics in general are pretty good for her. She also has a Secret Origins issue. I believe she was in Hush. I'm not sure. Have I ever listened to Scaredy Cat's music? I recently discovered it, and it's all I listen to now. I really like her song "Baby Queen." "Baby Queen" is quite fun. But I haven't really. It's sort of her music reminds me of like Kate Nash. I don't know if any of you listen to Kate Nash. She was quite popular in the UK. But yeah. As a recently new cosplayer, how easy is it to use wigs for multiple characters? Do you suggest getting multiple wigs for separate characters? So if two characters have the same hairstyle, yeah, go use the same wig. Go for it. But like where synthetic hair doesn't move like real hair, once you've got a wig into a style and once you've sprayed it into that style, even if you will find it very hard to restyle it. It's just kind of like how that hair works. It's not really plasticky. And you could go for human hair wigs, but human hair and synthetic hair have different textures, they have different sheens. And generally speaking for cosplay, when you're cosplaying video game characters, anime characters, cartoon characters, whatever, you're going to be better going for a synthetic wig. Because synthetic hair looks like anime characters' hair, it looks like video game characters' hair. Whereas real hair looks like real hair. And you don't want to look like a real person, you want to look like an anime character, you want to look like a drawing of a person. So to that end, if two characters have the same hairstyle, use the same wig, obviously, go for it. But say like you've got one brown wig and two characters with totally different hairstyles, you can only use that brown wig for one. Even if you were to wash it and restyle it, it would be really difficult to restyle. Not impossible, but really quite difficult. And it's better to just invest in two wigs. What have I been enjoying more this year, Marvel or DC? I like the X-Men stuff that's going on, and I also really like the X-Men stuff that's going on. That's really it. I'm in this weird place of comics, guys. I've made no secret about that. I'm in a very weird place of comics in that, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm still going to make comic book content, but it's probably going to be more around like older stuff because since like 2015, there has really not been much for me in the way of comic books until like this X-Men stuff that's happened recently. But like, it's really been bumming me out, and like, I've always been like, what do I do with my YouTube channel if I'm not enjoying comic books anymore? And it's been like really stressing me out, and like, because I still love like the older stuff, but I think I need to just stop stressing about keeping up to date with what's current and shit. There's a million comic book YouTubers that already do that, you know? And I've never been one that's been known for talking about like the popular stuff, the stuff that's going on right now. In fact, that's some of the content that's received the worst on this channel. People like me for talking about more obscure things like The Runaways, like Snot Girl, like, you know, so I think I need, yeah, I need to just chill out with it, I think. Have I read the Emma Frost and Grey comic? I did read it. I also read it the first time when it was done by Grant Morrison. And Grant Morrison, that exact same fucking plot better. And he did that interaction a lot better in like the year 2001. Just saying. It's already been done. I don't mind stories being repeated as long as it's acknowledged that it's the same story again. Nah, that was not even acknowledged there. Okay, so my flatmates are on their way back, so we've got about 15 more minutes. This is just going to be a little quick thing, because, well, I'm probably going to start drinking once they're back. I don't feel weird about drinking, being in my childhood home. Whatever you do, don't watch Apocalypse War. I don't really like the adaptations of comic books anyway, so what do you think about chapter books on comic book characters? I have not been seeing them. I've been seeing them everywhere. I don't know what that is, I'm going to be honest. I haven't been seeing them, so. What does my shirt say? It just says Killstar in Japanese. The brand is Killstar. Killstar is my favorite brand. I have to say, so far, speaking as a goth, I don't really like to label myself goth, but I know that's how people see me. I'm the only goth I've seen in Manchester. Manchester, give us more goths. I request goth. Hey Faust, I've been watching your vids for a bit and you've really helped me get into comics. I've just started reading Teen Titans Rebirth. I'm really enjoying it. I'm happy you're enjoying Teen Titans Rebirth wasn't my favorite thing in the world. But if you're enjoying it, that's good. I'm happy you're enjoying it. Did I watch The Fairly Odd Parents when I was a kid? I did. It wasn't my favorite show, but I watched. Yeah. It wasn't my favorite show. I really liked. I don't know. I was really into Cartoon Network as a kid, so I was always less like Fairly Odd Parents and more Courage the Cowardly Dog, or I really liked Cow and Chicken, just purely because of the red guy. You know, hello, I'm Professor Lackey Slacks. That one. Oh, and I loved Invader Zim, but I am of that age group, that particular age group that really liked Invader Zim. Have I watched My Hero Academia Season 4? I haven't. I'm too scared I'm going to be disappointed. Any opinions on the All-Stars 5 cast? I can't wait for Shea Coulee and Miss Cracker to be the top two. Jujubee will be third. My main complaint about the All-Stars 5 cast, and I was talking to my friend Joey about this, me and Joey were also saying, because Joey lives quite close to where I'm living now, so we were talking about maybe we were going to meet up every week and do review videos on it together. Might do that on this channel. It probably will. Because I really like that idea. But where was I going with this? Yeah, so my opinion on All Stars 5 so far is I do think this was a much stronger lineup overall than All Stars 3 and All Stars 4. But there are a couple of people in there that I'm a bit like, not the biggest fan of. understand why they're on. I'm not the biggest fan of them, and that is Alexis Mateo and India Farah. Fun fact, I'm actually not a fan of Vanjie either. I don't find her funny. I'm not saying she's not funny. She's just not funny to me. I have never once laughed at the Miss Vanjie, I've never found that funny. And I don't know if there's like a disconnect in the way my head works. I've just never found her funny. I feel like people are trying to tell me she's funny, but yet no one has ever been able to convince me that she's funny other than, but her voice. It's like, yeah, what about it? We all have voices. Yeah, where are they going with all of this? So overall, excited about All Stars 5. Got my top 3 already. Also know people that I'm going to be heartbroken when they go early, like Ongina. I love Ongina, but she's going to go early. Have I watched Castlevania? Yes, I have. I fucking love it. Hey, Faust, how do you feel about the Empire event and the Wiccan and Hulkling? Liked both. Well, love Wiccan and Hulkling being together. They're the gays equivalent of Superman and Lois Lane. You know, no matter what, the status quo will be reset and they will always be together. The same with Superman, Lois Lane. They will always be together sooner or later. Do I have any Superboy recommendations? The entire 90s run. The entire 90s run is great. Young Justice is great. Yeah. Is there a team that's missing from the comic book universe? I don't know how to explain it. I don't mean a team that the characters should be. I don't mean a team that has characters that should be together. I don't know what you mean. I'm going to be that guy that's justice for Katya. No, Katya has said that she did not win All Stars 2 fairly. Like, Katya said, like, she didn't win because she didn't deserve to win. And I kind of agree. Like, I fucking wanted Katya to win at the time. But now, like, it's been a few years and I've had time to let it simmer. Alaska did the best. She fucking did that thing. I fucking loved everything Katya did. But it's not like RuPaul's Who's the Nicest Person in the Room race. It's Drag Race. And Alaska won Drag Race. She didn't win being the nicest person in the room. Did I enjoy Codename Kids Next Door? Yeah, I was really quite into that, actually. Number 5 was my favorite. Which Red Robin suit is my favorite? I really like the New 52 one. Everything about that New 52 run was quite terrible, apart from the character designs, which were sexy as fuck. Been watching your videos since the history of Cyborg like 6 years ago, and I've never stopped. Your vids have made me pick up Young Justice from back in the day, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, thank you for that, though. Is that 6 years ago? Jesus fucking Christ. I feel aged. What roots of 3 houses have I beaten? All of them at this point. Have I ever watched the Ben 10 franchise? I watched the original series, and that's it. Hey, Frost. My name's Faust. F-A-U-S-T. Not Frost. What's your view on Star Wars The Last Jedi? I've never seen a Star Wars movie, and I never will. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. Nothing anyone has ever said about Star Wars interests me in the slightest. So I don't have any opinions. I don't care. Guys, this is what you guys don't understand about me. I barely care about comic book movies. I like them, and I go and see them, but they're not a high priority for me. I love comic books. I love, love, love comic books. Comic book movies are not a high priority for me. Star Wars is like so low down on things that I want to be doing with my time. It's not that I dislike Star Wars, I just don't care. I'm so indifferent towards it. Do I still play Final Fantasy 14? And if yes, what job is your character? I main dancer. If I don't feel like doing dancer, I'll do red mage. Yeah, if I don't do dancer, I do red mage. Healer wise, I like white mage, but I'm not a great healer, and I can't tank. I tried it. And it's really, it's mean. I don't like, they hit you, and then you die. Do I have a favorite Drag Race season or queen from each season? Okay, so my favorite Drag Race season is season 5. Okay, so let's break this down. Season 1, really like Angina. Season 2, favorite queen, probably Jujubee. Yeah, Jujubee. Season 3, Raja. Hands down Raja. Love Raja. Season 4, come on. It's gotta be Sharon Needles. Everyone fucking loves Sharon Needles. Like, everyone. Season 5, Jinx Monsoon. Alaska's a close second, but Jinx Monsoon is right there. Season 6, I really like Courtney Act. I used to like Bianca, and then when she was called out for I think anything can be joked about given the right time and place. And if people tell you that wasn't the right time and place, you need to kind of step back and be like, okay, let's assess this. Let's properly assess whether I agree with this or not. Bianca told a rape joke at a Pride event in the middle of the day when children were watching. And I'm a bit like, not the time and place to tell that joke, especially for something like rape. So that kind of knocked a few points off of her and the way I feel towards her. Season 7, fucking love Katya. Season 8, Bob. Bob all the way. Fucking love Bob. Bob is great. Seen Bob live several times. Season 9, who was on season 9? Shea Coulee. Holy shit, I love Shea Coulee. Season 10, really liked Ms. Cracker. Season 10 and 11 were quite dull for me, but Ms. Cracker was definitely a standout from those. Like, Ms. Cracker could have easily gone on an earlier season. Season 11, Brooklyn, I guess, or Evie. But overall, I found season 11 boring as shit. It almost put me off of all Drag Race. Then season 12, this season I am a Crystal Method fan, but I'm also a Gigi Good fan. And then Drag Race UK, loved, who did I love in Drag Race UK? I really, really liked Serena. I really liked Scaredy Cat. Those are like up there for me. And then, yeah, and then I won't do All-Star seasons, but yeah. What genre of music are you into? I'm not really into a specific genre. This is the thing, where I grew up performing, and I've been like trained in music, and from a very young age, like started being trained in these things from the age of 4. I've never been one to like just focus on like a genre of something. I like to see things as what they are individually, what this individual thing offers the world as a piece of art, rather than what it offers its genre. I think if you just focus on genres, you lose track of the importance of art. So to that end, don't really have a favorite genre, but I listen to a lot of Studio Killers. Let's see, what am I listening to at the moment? I listen to a lot of Cara Cara Bonito. I've been listening to Kill the Lights with Nelly Rogers recently. Also lip sync on Drag Race. I like Scissor Sisters. Obviously Meg Myers, Tessa Violet. Yeah. Nightwish, quite like Nightwish. Yeah, nothing specific. What do I feel about the cherry pie situation? Who? No, here's the thing. It's completely deserved what's happening to her. As there's some tapioca stuck in my throat. As actors, we have this code of conduct, right? You do not get in the way of another actor's success. You do not raise their hopes up falsely. Cherry Pie did both of those things. You do not falsely raise another actor's hope. You just don't do it. We face enough rejection as it is. Have I seen Violet Evergarden? I've only seen the first 2 episodes and they were pretty slow. But I've heard it gets better past that, so I might visit. And then maybe visit it. Congrats on the new apartment. Thank you, Dragon Water. Another Drag Race question. Queen that left too soon. Tempest du Jour. Really like her. I think she's very fun. Also, Kelly Mantle. When I lived in LA, I actually saw Kelly Mantle perform live about 7, 8 times. I saw her quite a few times, and I really like her. I don't watch Drag Race, and all I got was looked up. If you don't know the Sherry Pie situation, it's just Sherry with an SH, not Cherry with a CH. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, guys, so my flatmates are going to be back soon. So I'm going to end this here. So I can go, well, like, I need to unpack still, but there's Prosecco in the fridge. So I'm going to go, and I'll speak to all of you later. And yes, new proper video soon. Right, bye.